So at Pyramid Plunder, there's two main strategies. The first is you only loot the chests. Some people don't even loot the chest until about the third room, but for this testing I looted all the chests. I left the room 6 with about 2 minutes left. This left me enough time to completely loot all of room 7. I was able to get 162,000 XP an hour. Other people who are really efficient and care about the ticks and everything, you can get up to 190. I know I was watching Twitch and YouTube, and I was playing like I normally would to get the 162. Used about 40 lobsters in that entire time and about 9 doses of super anti-potion. So the second method is you can loot the chest and the sarcophagi when you go through. Now this is handy for Ironman because it gets you that extra chance of getting the scepter. And if you look at it, you get 145,000 thieving XP, which is still a lot per hour. And then once you get to level 91, it really jumps up again. So if you're looking to get, 2, maybe 3 scepters, so you can put one in your house, you can put one on the treasure trail and have one. You're going to need 3. So I think it makes a lot of sense to search the sarcophagi. I know there's one method too where you can just search the sarcophagi and the chest and then exit, if you're really hunting for one. But some tips too is you can see when people enter, go on world 62 because that's where most people go. If you don't have a scepter already, see what room people are running into. It stays that same door for quite a while. So I just saw a guy going here. He's probably running to the bank. If you get punched by the mummy there too, that means he's in there. So that'll actually start it. So that's the first tip. As far as inventory goes, I'll talk about that in a second. So when you start it up, the other main tip is look at other players in the room. So depending on when you enter in, the door might be the same, it might be different, but see how he failed all these bottom ones? It probably means that this top one is the door, and that'll save you a lot of time. That's probably the biggest tip. And as far as inventory goes, some people like to maximize gear. He's got the serpentine helmet, so he doesn't need the anti-poisons. Some people use prayer because when you loot these chests or the sarcophagi especially, you get a lot of hit points taken away with the sarcophagi because the mummies do hit, especially if you don't have any defense. So some people will pray this. As far as the artifacts, it actually times out perfectly. So by the time you run out of lobsters and super anti-potions, and you can bring 4, maybe a 2 dose, that would be even more perfect per trip. You get all gold artifacts in here, and I thought it was going to be more money, but it was only 45,000 GP an hour. So that's pretty much it. It's actually pretty enjoyable to level.